Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Julie from Living Large on Lifetime, and today it's time for the Wednesday Weekly. Today's topic is all about eating mindfully. What does that actually mean? Let's start by talking about what eating mindfully is not. Eating mindfully is not eating lunch in front of the computer screen at work every day. That's me. Eating mindfully is not eating in front of the TV while you watch your favorite sitcom and eat dinner at the same time. That's not eating mindfully. Eating mindfully is not eating in the car on the way to work. Eating mindfully is also not multitasking while you talk on the telephone to someone and eat at the same time. And eating mindfully is also definitely not standing in front of the refrigerator and eating. So what is eating mindfully, and how can this benefit us in our wellness journey? Eating mindfully is actually paying attention to what we're eating as we're eating. There is an old Zen proverb that says, when you walk, walk. When you eat, that's right, eat. When you eat, eat, and just eat. Pay attention to what's going on around you. One of the ways that we can eat mindfully is actually to prepare ourselves before we eat. Prepare ourselves by, number one, planning what we're going to actually eat instead of just eating what happens to be there or grazing. Planning what's actually going to go into our mouths, the amount, and something that is satisfying to us, making it something that we actually want to eat. If we can prepare these things ahead of time, that will help us eat mindfully in the moment. Also preparing a time, setting a time frame to actually just sit and eat, not work, not watch TV, but saying at 6 o'clock, from 6 o'clock to 6:20, I'm going to be eating dinner, and that's all I'm doing. So these are some steps, some very small steps we can take before we actually even start eating to eat mindfully and pay attention and be aware. One other way that we can start to enjoy our surroundings before we start eating is to really set a nice table by setting a nice placemat, putting out a candle, use your nice dishes, don't save them just for a special occasion. By setting the environment, that's also going to help us enjoy our food more, enjoy our time more, enjoy our dinner, and enjoy the company more. So slowing down is also a huge way that we can eat mindfully, and the weekly this week actually talks about some ways that we can slow down while we're eating a meal. So I'm going to go over that with you guys. One of the ways that we can slow down, if we actually stretch it out and make our meal last longer, it's going to help us eat mindfully and eat less. People that actually eat mindfully tend to eat less and way less. That's right. So that's what we're looking for here. Some of the ways that we can start to eat mindfully and slow things down are, number one, to clock it. Time yourself right now and see how long it takes you to eat an average meal. Don't try to slow down. Don't try to speed up. Just time yourself and see right now how fast of an eater you are. Do you eat super fast, or are you pretty well paced? Whatever your time is right now, add 5 minutes to that time for your next meal and see if you can stretch it out a little bit longer. Actually physically use a timer or your watch and see if you can take 20 minutes to eat and stretch it into 25 minutes. Then take 25 minutes to 30 minutes and just really take the time to savor and enjoy that food. Another way that you can stretch out your meals and eat slower and more mindfully is to be a follower. And that means if you eat with company, if you eat with people on a regular basis, pace yourself kind of according to the slowest eater. See if you can match their pace and either be the last one done or one of the last two people done with your meal, instead of just scarfing it down and leaving the table. See if you can pace yourself to the slowest eater. One very, very beneficial way that you can eat mindfully is to stop and pause. My leader always says, don't put food in your mouth when you've got food in your mouth. That means take your bite, put your fork down, eat your food, chew it, swallow it, then pick up your fork and put more food in your mouth. Don't put food in your mouth when there's food in your mouth. Slow down. Let yourself eat it, chew it, swallow it, and then take another bite. One other way that we can accomplish this is by using smaller silverware, or even try using chopsticks. I love eating with chopsticks, but it most definitely slows me down. There was a time period where I ate everything with chopsticks, and I was a very slow and patient eater. So I also eat better with chopsticks now because of that time frame. But think about this week, you guys, some ways that you can start to eat mindfully. Start thinking about the meal before you even sit down. Pre-plan your meal. What can I eat today that's going to be really satisfying, that I'm going to enjoy? How much do I think I'm going to eat? What time frame am I going to set aside for myself to just eat and do nothing else? And then maybe utilize one of these few strategies as far as being a follower, pacing yourself with the slowest person, clocking your time frame for your meals, and then putting your fork or your utensils down in between every bite. Try at least one of these techniques this week to slow down. Really see how that makes you appreciate your meals better. See if you can get away with eating a little bit less but still being every bit as satisfied. Eating mindfully is one key to helping us eat less without being deprived. And that's what we want on Weight Watchers and the WW lifestyle. We don't want to be deprived, and yet we want to be as healthy as possible. So the recipe this week is for warm roasted butternut squash salad. Oh my gosh. That looks amazing. I have to try that. That looks so good. So I will put the recipe in the description box for you guys. And that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know if you have any suggestions for number 1, eating more mindfully, or number 2, slowing your meals down as you eat. How does this benefit you? And how long did it take you to get used to this process and really teaching yourself and training yourself to enjoy your meals more instead of just eating. Let me know down below. Let's get some conversation started. I will see you guys next Wednesday.